I had promised in my previous video that today we are going to talk about the laws of indices, and my first law of indices is the multiplication law. In the multiplication law, uh, how it works. For example, you're given. Let us use such an example. Uh, if you are given such an example, maybe you have the same basis but different powers. So what you do, you simply add the powers and you get your solution. So let us move to the second laws of indices. uh, I think let me put an example here so that it can illustrate exactly what I'm trying to say in this case. For example, you're given 2 raised to power 3, then times 2 raised to power 4. So you just add the powers, which is 2, then 3 plus 4. You get 2 raised to power 7. If you multiply 2 by 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 by 7, you get your answer. You can do it in your calculators. Okay, now let us move to the second laws of indices, which is divisional law. In divisional law, if, for example, you're given, let us use the same figures to illustrate a, then n. You simply subtract the powers. Now this will be a m minus n. See, that's where the difference comes in, from the previous multiplication law, whereby we were adding powers. Now we are subtracting powers. For example, let's say you're given 2 raised to power 4. I'm using this to illustrate. Divide by 2 raised to power 3. You simply get 2 4 minus 3. This is 2 raised to power 1, same as 2. Okay, let us move to another laws of indices, to our third law. Then this law of power, you can write power to power. An example, a m, then let us put n here. So if you're given such a number, you simply multiply the powers. So this will be a m times n. It will be a m n. Let me use an example so that we can get this to illustrate, so that you can get it better. For example, you're given a number. Let me use the same 2 raised to power 4, then you have 3. So this will simply be 2 raised to power 12. You can do it in your calculator, you'll get the answer. Okay, another law of indices. Let us move to the zero index. Zero index. For example, we are given a m over a m. Okay, so what you do, you subtract the powers a, then m minus m, you'll get a power 0. So any power, any number raised to any number raised to 0 is usually 1. I think I'll do this much in my next video. I'll illustrate even more. Okay, let me use an example to illustrate this one too. For example, we are given 2 raised to power 4, then 2 raised to power 4. This will be 2 raised to power 4 minus 4, which will be 2. If you subtract 4 from 4, you get 0, which is 1. Okay, let us move to the last one, to the last part of it, part number 5. We have negative index. Another example, let me use a, let me use 2 direct. 2, let's say 2 raised to power 3 over 2 raised to power, let's say 7. This will be 2 raised to power 3 minus 7. This will be 2 raised to negative 4. If you're given this, this can be rewritten as, you can write a reciprocal of 2, then the power becomes positive. This will be 1 over 2 raised to 4. I think that is all, but in my next video I'll elaborate more. I'll be talking more about the zero index, so how it comes about. Thank you.